Good evening, and thank you for joining me for 5 Day with Jay. I am your host, J.R. Murdock. How are you this evening? How was your weekend? Thank you so much for joining me. It's so great that you're here. Again, how was your weekend? I had a really good weekend. It was nice. It was relaxing. The missus and I finished watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier. If you follow the blog, I posted about that. One of my one of my many critiques I would have about that show is before I watched it, I did my best to avoid spoilers, but there were a lot of spoilers about the new Captain America and how people absolutely hated the character. They hated the actor. Everything about him was just like, ugh. They didn't like it. They didn't like it at all. I don't get that. I really don't. His character, I didn't really like as Captain America. That was deliberate. He was not supposed to be a character that you fell in love with. He wasn't supposed to be endearing. He was very headstrong, arrogant, but he was a decorated soldier. He was a decorated captain. He was did his duty, served his country well. I didn't see anything wrong with his background, but to me he was more of a sympathetic character. He was kind of forced into this position and had to do the best he could. He had really big shoes to fill. Somebody had to fill them because the nation wanted Captain America. So they brought out this guy. And like I said, a lot of people just did not like him. And to me, I don't know. I had the opposite reaction. I didn't love him. I didn't think he was an awesome person, but I thought he had a sympathetic backstory and he kind of got twisted around and he's like, well, I need to be more like Captain America. So he took the super soul. I probably said spoiler warnings if you hadn't seen it before, but to me, overall, I found him sympathetic. I didn't find him angering. I didn't completely dislike him. Seeing him with Captain America's shield when it really belonged to the Falcon, that I didn't. It was like, no, come on. I guess people jumped on the hate train really quick with him, and to me, I didn't get it. But then I've really reached a point where I don't hate on people's fandom anymore. If somebody loves something, good on you. I think it's great. If you are all in, you go for it. I'm no longer going to be the person that peas in everyone's Cheerios just because I didn't like something. Therefore, everybody must not like what I didn't like. Everybody likes something different. As a writer, I find that so much more than a lot of other people would. I see it in the reviews that are on the few reviews I have out there in my books. I have a lot of people that absolutely love what I write. They think it's great. They can't wait for the next story to come out. They want to see more content of what I'm doing. Then you get some people that are like, this is awful. This is juvenile. This is terrible. This writer sucks. The writer's person, it's me. It's my style. It's the way that I write. Oh, people don't talk like that. Like they do in my book. They did where I grew up. That's the way people talked. Maybe they don't talk like that where you're at, but that's the way a lot of people talked from where I came from. Different styles for different people. Like I said, I used to be the type that I would watch a movie and I would dissect everything I hated about a movie. There are some movies that I'll be critical of, but I'm not going to pour hate on them. If somebody loved them, hey, you know what? That's great. To me, movies like Prometheus and Avatar were awful movies. Cinematically, gorgeous movies. Story wise, just severely lacking for me. But again, I really pay attention to story in movies and TV shows. If there's a big, wide, gaping plot hole that you drive a truck through, to me it's like, oh, come on, seriously? Really? You couldn't come up with something better than that? Anything better would have worked on a lot of things with certain movies. But again, like I said, I'm not going to be a hater anymore. I'm not going to hate on somebody's love of something. Like right now, I watched the first couple of episodes of The Bad Batch, the new Star Wars show on Disney. I wanted to like it, I did, but I don't. And that's all right, because I really didn't care for the Clone Wars either. Again, a lot of people love the Clone Wars. They will love The Bad Batch. It's for them. It's not for me. Not every story is for every person. I've come to the conclusion of that long ago, and I guess I should probably stick to that. I probably should have stuck to that long ago and just, hey, you know what? Let people love what they want to love. Why focus so much on hating something just because somebody else likes it? If you don't like it, don't watch it. Watch something else. Spend your energy on something positive, not something negative. And that's kind of what I had to tell myself, be more positive, be more upbeat. There's a lot of books I don't like either. There's a lot of comics I don't like. I've read them, didn't care for them, moved on. There's a lot of authors that I really don't care for as people, but I like their stories. Or I like them as people and I don't like their stories. I'm not going to hate on people that enjoy what other people write. I remember one time I posted a blog post about I really don't care for John Scalzi's books, his stories. I feel they're generic, they're predictable, and they're formulaic. That's the way I view his stories. I read a few of his books because I really wanted to understand what was it about Scalzi. He's making tons of money. He gets these great book contracts. What is it about Scalzi that people love so much? Well, I didn't get it. I didn't understand it. I didn't like his stories. But again, not everybody likes every story, and that's fine. But when I posted that blog, I had a few other authors who are rabid Scalzi haters that sent me their books. Oh, read my book. Read my book. I liked Scalzi as a person enough to critique his book. I didn't slam on it. I didn't say, yeah, this garbage is trite. Nothing like that. I just said I didn't get it. I didn't get it. I don't get the love for it. These other authors piled on me, sent me their books. I read their books, and their books were so awful and moronic that I didn't feel the need to even give them a 1-star review. Again, somebody's going to like them, and that's fine. Let the people that like them give a review. These people were bitter. Once I did some research, these people were bitter. They were very much anti-social justice warriors. Ooh, I didn't get that either. What's wrong with a social justice warrior? What's wrong with standing up for other people? Oh, you didn't get that? I have no idea what was going on in these people's heads. I don't know why they suddenly thought that, yeah, you're one of us. You're one of these anti-social justice warrior people. No, I'm not. Very much in the camp of the social justice warrior people. I'm very much pro with these other people. I'm not on that train. I didn't. But again, like I said, their books were just so awful and obviously filled with venom and hatred, and again, just moronic books. The humor didn't strike me as funny. It struck me as not gonna hate. Not gonna hate. Somebody obviously really enjoys that work. Let them enjoy it. Jack Kane, we're writing tonight. As soon as I get done doing this live stream, I'm going to build the title card. Hey, and I'm done. And I will get this episode up, and I can spend the next couple of hours writing, get a couple thousand words done for Jack Kane, get that over to my co-author, Mike Plested. Jack Kane is going to be in the move. Boom, we're going forward. I'm excited for this third book on Jack Kane. That boggles my mind that we're on the third book. I realize it's been many, many years since the first book came out, and we really needed to get the ball rolling again on these books. And I'm so happy that we did. I'm so happy we moved forward. It's an exciting time when it comes to Jack Kane. It really is. I'm loving the steampunk. I'm loving where I'm at with my writing. I'm a lot more confident with what I'm writing and what I'm putting out. It's a great time to be an author. It really is. I'm loving the writing. At any rate, I had a little bit of an issue getting the webcam up and running, and it wanted to give me a hard time, but hey, we got it running. We got streaming. We're out there. Look at that. We're doing this. Hopefully there's some bed music that you can hear. I will go back and listen to the video, make sure the volume is up on the bed music, the background music, whatever you want to call it. So hopefully you can hear that. I'm going to work on getting an intro slide and outro slide that will probably be a default intro. So we'll have the thumbnail card, and then we'll work on the intro outro stuff. I want to have something that's just standard that I can just run, play the music, do the little graphics, and move on. That'll be the intro and the outro. And once that starts, we start the stream. Once it stops, we stop the stream. We'll get this posted and up there. Learning. I love learning stuff. I'm having a blast doing this. I'm having a great time. At any rate, gotta go. Looks like the battery's about to die on the GoPro. This has been 5 A Day with Jay. I've been Jay. Until next time.